20 seconds is.
There we go. Go.
All right. All rise and pay heed to the court of Ragnar and Brunhild, Prince and Princess of Cynagua. Your Highnesses, there were arts and sciences competitions today.
Woohoo! I heard.
And I believe that Toka has the winners that she would like to tell you who they were.
Ooh.
Good afternoon, Your Highnesses. May I address the populace?
Please.
Hello, Cynagua. Today we had 5 amazing ANS classes, as well as an ANS Playday social and a competition. There were 2 amazing categories to enter under. Our first one, we had items found on a raid, since the theme of Coronet was raiding. We had 2 entrants in that competition. We had coins and some play things and dolls. The winner of that category was Master Zaid Afala Al-Hajiz. So congratulations, Master Zaid, with his Viking coins. Congratulations. Our second category was items brought on a raid, and we had 2 entrants as well in that category. We had an inscription on the back of a shield and a brass Viking Age bracelet. The winner of that competition was Lord Fastrecky Regenson with his brass bracelet.
Awesome.
The winner of, congratulations, Drecky! Of course I have to congratulate him. The winner of the populace choice, because we had the populace also vote for their favorite, was also Master Zaid and his Viking coins. The second person to win the populace choice was Drecky by 1 bean. There was only 1 bean that separated out the coins and the bracelet from the populace's choice. So it was a very close competition.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that is it for the ANS competition. Congratulations to all of our winners.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
For all the winners of the arts and sciences competitions, hip hip,
Huzzah.
make a joyful noise.
Yay.
Joyful
Yay.
noise.
Huzzah.
Okay. All right. Your Highnesses, your bard, Master Antonio, has a presentation.
Ooh.
Please.
Sure.
Please.
Your Highnesses, may I first beg a boon and make 2 announcements?
Yes. Go ahead.
The first one is that we are going to have a virtual Collegium Occidentalis, and that could be found at virtual Collegium Occidentalis at Virtual Crown. You can find that on the website. We are, because of the amount of teaching, not many people are coming forward. And I would really like to suggest that people who have never taught before, who would really like to do this for the first time, really take a shot at it. Also, I'd also like to ask all the peers to basically teach a class on and share your knowledge. That's part of your job. A peerage isn't an honor. It's basically a job. So I would beg that of all of you as Collegium Chancellor. The second thing, and almost more important to Cynagua, is that we are going to have competition pursuant to Section 5.3 of, I think it's Article 4. And I forgot to write that part down. And in reality, we need to get back on track. Their Highnesses, in all of their wisdom, and I agree with them, we need to start moving forward so we can have real events. And the best way we could do that is to have a competition so there could be a new Bard of Cynagua. I've been honored by this. I've been humbled by this. But in reality, we need other people to come forward. And quite frankly, it's the type of situation where we should have fun competing.
Right.
It's not really winning or losing. What it is really showing your stuff and also to honor Cynagua. Now, according to Cynaguan law, section 5.3, the competition is in 4 parts. So you have to come up with 4 things. an original composition honoring Cynagua or its prince and princess. Second, a recitation from a period source or something period-like, if you can basically formulate it and document it as a period-like piece. Three, a presentation of the competitor's bardic masterwork, what you think you're best at. Even if it's the final closing song of, what's the movie we just watched? Princess Bride. I've heard somebody sing that. And if that really moves you, sing that. It doesn't have to be period. It's what you do best. And last but not least, it's called the Bard's Choice. Now, I don't believe in really funneling things down. I think we should allow people to really stretch themselves. And one of the things that's very important to me, at least in terms of my SCA experience and my experience as a Cynaguan, are the chivalric virtues. And if you could just pick one chivalric virtue, whether it's, fortitude, whether it's courage, whether it's hope. Very few people think about hope, whether it's largesse, whether it's something within the canon. And if there are any questions at all, please feel free to contact me at antonio@westkingdom.org, because of the fact I'd be happy to help anybody, especially if you're having difficulty finding something period. Now to hopefully the good part. I wrote a sonnet, and crack in my voice. I truly believe that Cynagua is a great principality. I don't want to make any boasts. I'll let their highnesses do that it's the greatest. Their highnesses with their sword and their valor and their courage will do so. But as a humble bard, I'll just tell you that from the very soul of each Cynaguan, there is something about us that is tied intrinsically with our land. So a sonnet, Petrarchian, 14 lines, not much more to listen to. There is a land where the sun always shines, with regal mountains majestic and tall, planted thick with leaves, with trees of oaks, firs, and pines, fertile valleys that yield food for all, rivers that run through a land rich and fair, fish to be caught in rivers, lakes, and ponds, a rich land shared with deer, boar, and bear, fiercely loyal souls whose word is their bond. Cynagua, our beloved hearth and home, a proud people, as diverse as this land, we are Cynaguans wherever we roam, loyal people faithful to our homeland. As Cynaguans, we raise our voices high. Cynagua forever, let our voices cry. Thank you.
Huzzah.
That's amazing. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
It's phenomenal. Yes, thank you.
Baron Antonio, what date was the Cynaguan Bardic competition? When will it be?
That was a good question. That was a test for the Herald. It's
I
July
pass.
10th, which is,
July
I believe, investiture. So, like I said, if there's anybody who needs any help in terms of getting sources, in terms of ideas, or in terms of a list of chivalric virtues, feel free to contact me, antonio@westkingdom.com. Thank you very much. Thank you, Your Highnesses. I really have appreciated being your bard. I know a lot of people say, well, you didn't get to perform, live and in person, but quite frankly, it's an honor to do so and to support a principality that has done so much to maintain itself in these dark times. And we're going to come out of these dark times and things are going to be wonderful. Thank you, Your Highnesses.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For Baron Antonio and his fabulous piece and his support Make a joyful noise.
Huzzah.
Your Highnesses, I believe you had words for the populace.
We do. First, I want to start with thanking Master Antonio. He has consistently not only given us, pieces and performed, but there's so much heart and love in everything he has done for this populace. All the words, and you can just tell the hard work that he's put into it. And honestly, it honors us and honors all of Cynagua by his hard work and his words. The next piece is we do have a little bit of information regarding Coronet. Oh, that's probably more important. So we've always stated that events are fun and we get to hang out with all of our good friends and see each other, but we don't get to have events without our staff. Those who taught, those who ran the technical side of things, those who helped organize, everyone. We are seeing a lot of the same faces do it, and it just is a testament to their character that they can keep coming back and keep doing their work and do it with such a smile and such confidence and such pride that it has not gone unnoticed. And we're working on something, and just please continue on and please keep working as hard as you have been working. We're so close to this being done and over with that it's just that little bit of extra hope we have. And without the amazing staff we've had over this time, we wouldn't have been able to do this job. Without all of you, we would just been, two people wearing funny hats. So thank you, every staff member, everyone who's taught, everyone who will teach. Thank you.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that we're coming up on, a year, little over a year since everything just completely shut down. And the number of people who just stepped up to start getting everything, all the events, all the classes, all the meetings, everything they could online and available for everyone is really amazing. And I was very excited to hear that a lot of our groups that have classes that are online are getting people from outside of the kingdom and like completely across the country are joining in and just kind of joining in with all of us to try to do the best we can while we're restricted to being at home and not being at events. And now that we're starting to talk about events being in person, I know everyone is just getting so excited. I know I am. I'm sure he is as well. Of actually being able to talk to people without having a screen, and just being able to sit and chat with people and just even just sit around a campfire in silence, just being near other people, is one of the things I'm really looking forward to because I really miss that part of it. It's just the being around everyone. And most of Cynagua are what I consider my chosen family. I'm sure you probably feel the same. And it's hard because we haven't been able to see our family in such a long time. And one of the interesting things is that after we stepped up as Prince and Princess, we didn't get the opportunity to attend a single Cynaguan event. So we didn't get a chance to see people in our own principality, except for at investiture or the small little fighter practices that we went to, or the kingdom events that we went to. So I'm definitely looking forward to being able to conversate with Cynagua again. So but like His Highness said, we do have some information about the fall coronet because we did have to kind of change things around because we had an unexpected surprise, a very welcome surprise. But we got to make sure that we don't have a tiny little swanling visit us during an event. So do you want to talk about
Sure.
Okay.
I know the site itself, we're working on the final leg of that to get the actual site locked down, but currently it's going to be from October 1st to October 3rd. Now we still will be following all of California's mandates because the event will be held in California as far as I know. And also with the board of directors and what they've put forward as well, we're going to be following, basically keeping everything in line.
Keeping everyone safe.
The SCA will only grow stronger so long as we all do our due diligence Now there are things in the works. Obviously, no shared food, no shared drinks. And if you choose to do so, you do so at your own risk. You'll be having to pre-register for events. The cap will still be there until further notice. But we also need to understand that just because some of us are vaccinated, some of us have been quarantined, that we're still attending events at our own risk. That it's on us. It's not on the board. It's not on the king and queen. It is on us to make sure that we are safe, we are healthy. Um, maybe if you have a fever and don't feel well, maybe not show up to an event. But we all need to do our best to keep each other safe. Or as I am relatively young and have been in a lot of dangerous situations, put a lot of chemicals in my body from work. It's not the young ones you have to worry about. It's those who are compromised, those with certain pre-existing conditions. Those are the ones we have to remember.
Our
That-
members that have been around for a while that
Right.
we really don't want to lose.
And I know I do everything I can, not for myself, but for those around me. And that I feel is such a Cynagua thing that has been at the root of every Cynagua I know. We need to keep each other safe and keep each other happy. And just remember that we're on the tail end of this. And Coronet's gonna be, hopefully it's gonna be a blast. I'm looking forward so much to choosing a successor, to put this on someone else's head, and I'm just excited to see that there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's almost surreal with everything going on. So as soon as we have more information about Coronet, we'll be putting it out there. I know there's a spot for it on the calendar already from the 1st to the 3rd, Friday to Sunday. But as we learn more, we'll put more onto the site. We have a phenomenal technical team and a calendar organizer that have just been doing hard work. So that's what we have for Coronet thus far.
Yep. And I'm sure when we start getting events to come back in person, that because we still have the number cap, I'm sure there's going to be a way to do some of it digitally as well, so
Of
people
course.
who aren't able to attend are still going to be able to participate a little bit at least. But that's something we'll definitely kind of work out with our technical team and the event staffs and things like that. One of the other things I wanted to mention that was kind of brought up, that I'm going to challenge Cynagua that at our October Coronet, add a little pink to whatever you're going to wear, whatever you're going to fight in, and so we can support breast cancer awareness for October. I know I'm gonna work on fixing up his pink dress that he fights in. So one of the things he said that he was talking about is every October, anytime he fought, he wanted to fight in that pink dress to support breast cancer awareness, because it does affect a lot of people. And if we can just kind of bring a little bit of that, plus it's kind of a fun way to change things up a little bit. And I like to challenge Cynagua because every time I've challenged you guys, you've shown up and it's absolutely amazing to see. So but we're both definitely looking forward to seeing everyone and being able to attend events in person again. Okay, yeah.
Award recommendations.
Yeah.
Award recommendations, please. We only see so much. We can only do so much. The populace is the one that sees all. They are the ones that know all. Please send in your award recommendations. This is the time when I've personally seen several newer members step up and do great things for not only Cynagua, but the West Kingdom as a whole. Now is the time to, if you see, what do they say? See something, say something,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
If you see someone doing something great, someone doing something even out of their comfort zone, please, if you have the time, if you have a moment, do a member or a award recommendation.
Yes.
I'm losing
please.
my words.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on, and there's only so much we can do unless we're told about all the great things the populace is doing. There's a phenomenal site. There are great ways to do this. And even if you happen to just mention something in passing or you hear something, send it our way. Let us know what we can do to reward the populace, please.
Yes, yeah. And even if, it's something that you sent an award recommendation a little while ago and, the person hasn't received the award, go ahead and send it again because, when we were having events in person, there's a lot that we noticed and we're like, hey, that's kind of cool. And that's, kind of thing. But, send us the recommendation, whether even if you sent it like in one of the previous reigns, because we might not have received it. Because our goal, our hope is to basically fill the court during October Coronet with just awards. Just
So many awards.
so many awards because there's so many of you that are deserving of them.
There's a lot of backlog we have to give as well,
Yes.
but there's going to be a lot of awards.
Yeah.
I have to talk to our regalia.
Yeah, we gotta make
we're
sure we have
stocked
it.
up. But aside from that,
I think that's everything we have.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again to all the staff. Look forward to seeing you all at Cynagua and Coronet. Award recommendations, and that's all we have.
Yeah.
I believe our
Moira,
herald is.
you are muted still.
Your Highnesses, your autocrat did have some thank yous and I forgot them, so I'm gonna let her do them now.
Please.
Okie dokie.
Thank you. I just want to say a quick thank you on the tech side to both Reese and Elsie. On the staff side, Lash, Tanaka, Toka, Kaylin Dyerskine, Talina, Maish. The teachers that came out, you were all fantastic. Lynette, Jocelyn, Kaylin Rose, Moira. And then I want to say thank you to Master Antonio, who will be hosting Bardic tonight at 7 o'clock. So everybody go get your dinner and then come and do some Bardic at 7.
Okay. Did anybody else have anything?
Yay.
Okay, there being no further business before this court. Long live the Prince and Princess of Cynagua.
Long live the Prince and
Prince and
Princess.
Princess of Cynagua.
Long live the King and Queen of the West.
Long live the King and Queen of the West.
West.
For all the other princes and princesses of the West, make a joyful noise.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.